Hey everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing another Tropes recommendations video, and this one is on second chance romances. One of my favorite second chance romances is by Christina, and this one is Love in Other Words. So this one is about Macy, and she is like neighbors with Elliot like over the summer. Like, so it's like a vacation home. They know each other for many years, and then one day when they're like young teenagers, they start dating, but then something like tragic happens and they end up breaking apart, and like they never see each other again until one day they like randomly meet. They're in like, I think it's like a coffee shop or something, and they see each other and they kind of like spark back up that friendship. The problem is though, is Macy is engaged to somebody else. And so it kind of goes from there. But this one is a second chance romance that has like a lot of depth. It is sad at times. I did enjoy it. It was one of my first ones that I ever read. Another one that I read more recently is by Lyssa K. Adams, and this one is the Bromance Book Club. So this is about a baseball player. He is married. However, they're like going through like a rocky time, and they're talking about splitting, and they do end up potentially going through a divorce. And it's kind of like their story of coming back together. It's again a second chance romance for like a married couple. And I thought this one was quite sweet. And it was kind of funny at times because the Bromance Book Club is like all the baseball players in like a book club together, and they're like trying to like read romance novels to like figure out like their wives. And I thought it was funny. It was definitely a unique take on books, because usually in second chance romances you don't get that. So I thought that was fun. Another one that I have is the Ex-Hex by Erin. This is a good one to read during the month of October because it is a witchy read, but it is also a second chance romance. So Vivian is like a young witch, and she meets Reese, and they like kind of start dating over like the summer, and then he ups and like just leaves without telling her and goes back. I think, where is he from? So I think he's from England, but so he goes back, and then she gets all, of course, sad, and she's a young witch, and so she ends up accidentally cursing him, but it takes years for them to actually realize that there is a curse, because it's when he comes back into town like 9 years later that things start going haywire for him with his magic. And so they start to realize, oh, that she did accidentally curse him. And it's a cute second chance romance from there, because they have to figure out how to like uncurse him and help the town, because it's kind of under attack because of this curse. So I thought it was definitely a cute second chance romance. Definitely had like some laugh out loud moments in it. So I thought it was definitely cute. Check it out if you haven't already. The next one I have is not your typical second chance romance. It's kind of second chance romance blended with like cozy mystery. And that one is Dial A for Aunties by Jessie Q. Sutanto. This one is about Medi. She has a business with her mom and her 4 aunties that they like do weddings together. Like each person does some aspect of the wedding. Medi ends up doing like photography, I believe, of like weddings. And so her aunties and her mom set her up on like a blind date, and she ends up going, and it's not a good date. He's kind of like a jerk. And then she accidentally ends up like killing him, which cozy mystery. Okay. So anyways, he ends up dying, and then like they kind of like have to hide the body at this wedding, and it goes from there. And at the wedding, she ends up seeing her ex. He ends up running at the hotel that the wedding is at, and it goes from there. It's pretty funny. Definitely hijinks involved. You kind of obviously have to suspend your belief on things, because obviously people would notice, but it was definitely like a laugh out loud at times and a fun second chance romance. So the last one I have is An Unexpected Earl by Anna Harrington. This one is a historical romance. So this one is like childhood sweethearts. They end up meeting when they're young, teenagers, and then they like fall in love. But it's a historical romance. So back in the day, it was all about like class and prestige. And so like she was too high for him, in class standing, and so he had to like build his way up. And so like 12 years later, they meet unexpectedly. She's kind of in some trouble and she has to help save her brother's reputation. And like, so they meet unexpectedly and he tries to help her. And then they kind of rekindle their romance from there. I thought it was cute. I definitely think that Amelia, who is the main heroine, she's very like strong and like doesn't like really want his help but needs his help, and so they kind of like banter back and forth, which I thought was cute, and definitely a good second chance romance in a historical romance. So those are 5 second chance romances that I've read and really enjoyed. Let me know if you've read any. Leave suggestions in the comments below. I would like to hear. Like and subscribe if you would like to. Bye.